daily vlog here. It's Friday morning, got in here, actually left around 6:35, was able to get here in less than an hour, so that was good. Traffic wasn't that bad. I find that isn't that the case, right? So Monday morning, people are gonna be typically hot and heavy getting into the office, and then come Friday, so people are gonna be off. At the same time, the other two is that people get tired by the end of the week, and so I know for me it was hard getting up this morning. So I have on the docket today some coaching one-on-one, and then a web training, and then have wrong week. One-on-one, another one-on-one, and then a meeting with someone from the U.S. Veterans Organization to see how we can help veterans, volunteer some time with their resume, with interviewing, really helping them translate the skill set that they've earned and they've acquired in the military to the workforce. We want to be able to help military people do that. Excuse me. And then finish it off at 2 o'clock. I got a webinar to get on. And then after that, so we'll be heading out to San Antonio for visiting some fam this weekend. So, hope you're all doing well. Did the podcast this morning on the way in, then listened to Audible. So, I'm gonna get in a few reps here while I keep talking. You can hear that I'm dealing with a cold. This is how it is. So wash your hands a lot. Anyway, so today on the podcast, I was talking about the value of that. Well, it's from this great quote by Albert Gray, and he says that successful people do what failures will not do. And then a little bit later on in that talk he gave, he said successful people create habits in things that successful people don't do or won't do. And so it's interesting because I think a lot of times people that are successful, it doesn't mean that they enjoy it, they just know that they need to do it. So a lot of times, like for example, I don't like getting to work early. I don't consider myself a morning person, but yet I made an 8 o'clock coaching session to force me to make sure that I get here on time, and I'll do whatever it takes in order to make sure that I am successful in career. I know in sales, you need to make phone calls, you need to network, you need to get to know folks, and so I'll take the time to put the effort in to get to know people, to add value. And so I think for a lot of people, they think that successful people must enjoy doing all these hard things. And the reality is that they don't. They just know that if they want to get where they want to go, the results, then they have to plow through that difficult moment. And that is, I think, could be really eye-opening for some people, that they know they need to be doing something different with their life, instead of rationalizing or believing the excuses of the day, that they can continue to be uncomfortable and start moving themselves forward in a way that's meaningful and healthy, instead of thinking that, well, I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not a morning person, so I'm not going to be successful, or I'm not into running, so I'm not going to exercise. There's a ton of different exercises that we can do that doesn't require running. So as I just proved to you, one curl, or tricep curl. All right, everybody, we'll talk to you soon. Sherman's out.
Nobody's safe around me. I'm about to spray, I'm rowdy. Pipe it up, run it up, count it up. Ice on my wrist, I'm drowning. I bet I lift and I light it up.
All right, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Solid day today. Reached out to people, phone calls, emails. Had a couple conference calls that I was on, some webinars. Was able to do a few coaching sessions, so that was nice. One thing, major takeaway when it comes to coaching sessions, is to be able to make sure that you're asking questions and then just not talking, right? So a lot of times you need to allow the person to be able to express what's really on their mind instead of thinking like, hey, I'm going to kind of move this conversation in the way that I want to go. Instead, you need to have the reassurance, the confidence to just say, okay, you tell me what's on your mind. How can I help you? Where sometimes the struggle for some people is, especially a lot of people in management or leadership, is that they want to constantly be telling people what they should do, when it's going to be a lot more effective if people voice what they think they already know instead of you telling them what they should do. People like to feel like they're making decisions on their own. So great coaching sessions today. And then had a great meeting with Ron from the U.S. vets, being able to translate our vets, their skill set, their strengths, their people skills, their soft skills, into something that's translatable. So really had a great conversation with him about what we could be doing as not only as Mutual of Omaha, but also just being impactful community participant and partner with them. So we're looking forward to maybe doing a hiring event, maybe do some speaking over there, and just helping people get to where they want to go, especially those that have served for our country. So hope you're all doing great. Sherm's out.